Hello, Fringers. The following podcast may not be suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised. That was a fantastic noise to come back into right there. Just the sound of thousands of dice over there to come back into.
I think I have enough now.
I think Titus is starting to channel muffins, I think is what's happening. Just a little bit.
Dangerous. Don't do that.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that, but, nonetheless. Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Angel City Stories, where we play Identico, a cyberpunk role-playing game for all of you lovely people out there. My name is Mallo. I am your host and GM, and I am joined by these lovely people who I'd like to introduce. To my left, she's going to need those TPS reports ASAP. It's Cassie playing Catassie.
Excuse me, I think you have my stapler.
Oh, no, because due north, she thinks that you have your stapler. It's the wildling playing Eve.
I actually do have a red swing line stapler. It's literally in the closet, though. I'll find it at intermission just for you guys.
Guessed correctly on the notes this week. Yes. To my northwest. And this is also true to life because he doesn't understand why it says Paper Jam. Why the fuck does it say Paper Jam? It's Alex playing Titus Halston.
So you just shoot the printer.
There was a time when we were developing Identico core rulebook that we almost fucking went full Office Space on the printer in the studio. I'm just saying.
Oh, I remember that print. That was the first piece of equipment we bought for Humanoid Games.
Yup. And we about destroyed it in the middle of trying to print proofs. I'm just saying.
True.
To my northeast. He's going to need you to come in on Saturday. It's Joe playing Muffins and Grifter.
Are you saying I'm Bill Lumberg?
Yep. If Lumberg had a 9-foot, 800-pound Rov, yeah.
Just the minigun fires TPS report blanks for people.
just yeah. No, it's a railgun of rolled up papers just flying at you. And to my direct right, hiding behind his microphone because damn, it feels good to be a gangsta. It's Pete playing Buddy Boy.
Hey.
What? I don't understand the microphone. Are we all just doing it now? Is that what we're doing? Is we're all just putting it?
He's got to ease us into the hotness.
I guess so.
It's just comfortable. It's just comfortable for it to be here.
Okay. You're doing full on. You're doing full on voiceover mode now.
Yeah, this is how I'm talking.
Oh
for
God!
The rest of the night.
Mine just broke.
I think that
could be a problem for the GM.
Yeah, it'll work. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Do we even need him for this?
Or is anybody gonna hear me? I don't even know.
GM can't talk. Free session. We can all go home.
I'm literally just gonna have it hanging like this for right now. I'll have to fix it in a minute.
I thought that.
I think that means we level up.
Oh, come on. Throw out the technical difficulties so it'll go on the screen.
I'm very interested in wild thoughts.
Me too. Me too.
404.
Did you say 404? Can't find?
Yes.
Yes. Can't find microphone stand. 404.
It's like a fucking pinball up there.
WTB want to buy mic stand. Oh my goodness. Well, if you would like this GM to have a working microphone stand again, you can support the show by subscribing here on Twitch, donating some biddies. We have a lot more emotes and fun things that you can do with us in the chat coming up soon. We're going to be running some more polls and doing some fun things like that coming up. If you remember, if you are a Twitch Prime or what do they call it now? Prime Gaming or whatever it's called now, sub. You get one for free, so consider giving in here. We would love you for it. Trust me. You can also log on to playidentico.com, where you can get the core rulebook of the game that we are playing tonight. It looks like this right here. Yeah, 5 out of 6 ain't bad. Just 20 seconds late. Yeah. You can also find merch. We've got stickers, we've got pins, we've got t-shirts, we got a little bit of everything there. For all your crazy cyberpunk and mayhem making rules. You can also find us on Amazon.com. Copies of In Defiance Chaos still available there. Or your local Kindle in the stores from there.
If you got money, we'll take it.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, consensually.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's fine. Perma corner shame. Yeah.
We're not a corporation.
We're not a corporation. We don't get tax breaks. Come to find out, we tried. They were denied. Go figure.
Or do we get bailouts? I really wanted a bailout.
They gave us a
Got
bucket.
one in December, silly.
I didn't. I'm confused.
You just weren't in the cool kids club.
I guess not. This is gonna be really hard because my notes are over here and I can't see. Yeah.
My broke ass got a check to pay for a quarter of my rent for the past 6 months.
Nice. And by nice, I mean what the fuck, Congress.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Feels good, man. Okay, announcements. We are live, as we always are, each week here on Twitch at 7 p.m. But this week, we have a special episode coming to you live, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. I know how time works.
Yes.
We're going to be playing a special game with... It's sort of a crossover game in a way, in a little bit of way, because we're going to invite some folks from Gamers Table. We're going to invite some friends from the Redemption Star Wars podcast, and we're going to welcome back Caleb from the RPG Academy podcast, and we're going to play a little game of Identico. Alex is going to run us through something, and it's going to be fun. You're going to see some fan favorite characters return to the series this Saturday. It's going to be fun.
I've started writing it, I promise.
Yeah. So
Jar Jar Binks.
You know, I was actually thinking about Jar Jar Binks as a Sith Lord the other day. And by the other day, I mean like while I was eating chicken before the show tonight. Yeah. It definitely happens.
So this
it's
one's
definitely
gonna
happening.
be fun.
Yep. So remember, this Saturday.
Open a whole new world.
Oh. Cue the Aladdin memes.
I literally was singing it.
Yep. Yeah, so this Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here, twitch.tv/Identico. We'll go live. It's going to be a longer game. So, you know, unless we all just die within like the first hour. Because we just, you know. What's that?
You want to tell them who you're playing, John?
I'm playing Hades. Your favorite weapons dealer.
I'll be there to flirt with him.
Pick up a sensor suite for me.
Yeah.
Fun fact: Bunny Boy has not met Hades yet.
Yep. There you go. Identico fact of the night. Bunny Boy has not met Hades yet. That'll be a fun first interaction, actually. We'll have to work up to that.
Prepare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, this Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And then whatever times they are in the middle where time goes to die apparently in this country, because I have no clue how time zones work. So cool. I think, is that it? Oh, if you're on iTunes and YouTube, drop us comments, likes, subscriptions, give us thumbs up and all that kind of stuff. We want to try to help spread the word to more and more fringers out there. and grow the podcast and grow what we can do for you out there, because we want to do more of these fun little one-shots and bring more content to you. But the only way that we can do that is with your support, and to know that we can talk to you all out there and make this thing into a reality. So anything that you can do for us is greatly appreciated. As we said earlier, we'd love to take your money, but sometimes even just the free things will help in life. We appreciate it. And we also love you.
We mostly want to take your heart.
Yes, we want to steal your heart. Don't worry, I'm working on all the Valentine's Day puns for the next couple of things.
I have a great recipe for a heart sandwich.
There you
Muffins might literally take your heart. Just saying.
It is possible. It is definitely possible. We will try it in a week from now. All right. I think that's all the announcements and everything like that. So, yeah. Let's jump into tonight's session of Angel City Stories. Last time that we all had you here, the team had just finished a successful mission and were on their way back to their dorm room when, as they pulled up outside of the college, their dorm room exploded into many, many little pieces and flew everywhere. In the immediate aftermath of the explosion, a group of men in dark SUVs invited them to come with them to safety, and so they did. They got in a car and they went with them.
Invited.
We are not good role models.
Right. Note to GM self. Add candy.
They offered us candy later though, so I feel like that was definitely part of it.
I mean,
Cheese.
if by candy you mean alcohol, yeah, that's cool
Alcohol
too.
and cheese.
Yeah. The team went along with them, obviously, and shortly ended up back at the mansion and compound of Zydarian Vargor, a mysterious and very large man who happened to turn out to be Sarah Jane's father. So, you know, we'll get to that with Bunny Boy here in a little while. The team has settled into the mansion, got some swanky new digs, and they also met Frank, the on-site chef, who proceeded to make them some bomb-ass grilled cheese sandwiches. Meanwhile, unaware of his team's fate, Titus was contacted by his long-running friend Noelle Juliet, who also tried to get him into hiding just in case somebody was tailing him, and then promptly sent him into another mission to infiltrate Benevolent's under construction headquarters in downtown Angel City. Titus got inside the building, started to get through all of the work that he was trying to do, got caught most of it, got caught in a way, went through many genre of music last week while he was doing it. It was fantastic. But on his way trying to exfil from the building, an alarm went off, and the elevator that he was riding, the freight elevator on the outside, stopped in between floors. And that's where we're going to pick up tonight. So, Titus, as the alarm is blaring from you, you start to see all of the other workers who are in, coveralls and jeans and t-shirts and things like that, hard hats, the whole 9 yards. They start to make their way to central stairways and start to kind of make their way down outside of the building.
So I'm in the elevator. Did the elevator door open, or is this one of those manual doors that you can just slide open?
You could slide open. Yeah, it's in between floors. And right now it's just kind of stopped there. You think maybe because of a security protocol that an alarm went off and all the elevators just stopped.
Hell, isn't this quite the predicament? Okay, so where it stopped, is there room if I slide the door open, get either up or down out of the elevator onto a floor?
You'd have to kind of struggle to get there, but you could probably get there. It's gonna be a big struggle. Like, it's tight. But you're kind of a skinny fella. a little bit muscular. You could probably wiggle your way through.
What about access panels in the roof?
No, it's like one of those cage kind of ones. You know, like on the outside of it. Yeah. So it's built more for safety and getting up and down quickly. But like you feel,
I guess.
Okay, good.
Oh no, I was gonna say, I guess I'll slide the door open and, slide down into the floor below, humming to myself.
I have to ask, what are you humming?
Oh, I'm humming "You and Me in the Bottle Makes Three."
Okay, so give me an agility check. Let's get started with the rolling.
Oh, there we go. That would be an 18.
Okay. You realize pretty quickly that you got to take off all the belts and everything like that you've been getting to get out, right? Like all that stuff is got to get there. But you think once you do that, you can kind of throw the belt and everything like that ahead of time, and you figure once you do that, you can kind of wiggle your way out of there after a couple of minutes. And when you get out of the elevator, give me just a basic perception check.
Duh. So an 18.
Oh, hot hands tonight. You look around on the floor that you're on, and you are alone. Everybody on your floor is already evacuated.
What floor am I on now? On my way down.
Yep, you're on your way down. If you look over, it's about the 17th floor. You see like a paper sign up near the the central stairwell.
Well, the best place to hide is in a crowd. So I'm going to start going toward the central stairwell and see if I can catch up with the mess of fuckers.
Okay. Give me another perception check as you are. So are you going to go quickly to try to catch up, or are you just trying to sort of trail behind them, or?
I'm going to move with a purpose. I'm not going to run, but I'm not going to dawdle.
Okay.
And Mess Up Fuckers is my Lumineers cover band name.
I approve this message.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, give me I'm gonna say that it's sort of stealth, so you can give me stealth or performance. Right? Like you're hiding in plain sight again, so
I certainly don't have performance. I got a 16 to my stealth.
Okay, that's not too bad. So you're trying to, like, as you're going back down the stairwell, you're kind of just like, playing catch up and putting your work belt back on, as if you got caught like in the bathroom or something, and you're playing catch up. The earthquake.
Concerned face is concerned.
Well, right, because it was not an alarm that you were expecting, and as you're catching up to the group, you heard that basically a pipe burst up on 20, and they're evacing to make sure that nobody gets caught in, overflow flood, or anybody that's working on electrical systems. Nobody wants to get electrocuted or anything like that. So they're evacing until they can get a plumbing team in there to take a look, and, they've shut off water and stuff like that. So, yeah. So as you're kind of going through there,
I just think I wonder if one of those other people who I was with got caught and maybe tried to blow up a pipe?
I mean, you could talk to them if you want to.
Maybe a toilet pipe? I do try to make contact with them. I'm like, hey, how's it going? It's a bright and shiny day.
You hear back over the comms, you hear both of them go, we're evacing to the van. Looks like not us, but we can't hang around here.
Okay.
As you are going down, you hear another few people sort of arguing with the security. They're basically complaining because they're losing hours at this point. Like, they don't want to have to come back again tomorrow to do the work that they're doing. And give me another perception check while you're at it.
14.
Come again, 14, you said?
14.
Okay. You notice a plumbing crew kind of come up with them, and they they go by and they skirt past the security that we're going through, and they skirt past a little bit too easily.
I follow them.
Okay. Do you want to roll some stealth? They're going back up. You're going down.
Buddy's boy's answer here would be nope.
Ooh. They're going up, so they came in. They weren't going out. They were coming in.
Correct.
Okay, so I got most of my devices planted, which is really all Noelle wanted me to do. I'm going to try and sneak out of here.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over at somebody and I'm gonna go, hey man, can you bum me a smoke?
Yeah.
Smoker I can bum.
He looks at you and he kind of goes, yeah, sure, man. Well, let's get downstairs and I'll give you a smoke. And he looks at you. He looks at you and goes, so how long you been working on this one, man?
My first day on the job, bro. This is totally bogus.
Dude, this job has been snake bit from the fucking beginning, man. Like, we've been at this for like
Really?
6 months. I mean, it's just been setback after setback. They keep ramping up security and then they're ramping down security. Then they're ramping up security and they're ramping down. Like, it takes for, 45 minutes just to get on the site and then up to our floor to get some work done. Like, I tell you, man, these corps they can't fucking do anything straightforward.
Yeah, but this corp, man, they make like Soylent burritos. Who gives a crap? Why do they need security? What's somebody gonna do? Steal their Cheese Whiz recipe?
He just kind of looks at you. He's like, man, I don't fucking know. Like, I just need some fucking money. Like, I gotta make rent this week. Like, and they're holding up my fucking paycheck, man. This is bullshit.
So between you and me, there's some people trying to organize so that the corpse can't take as much advantage of us.
He kind of like lowers in, and he goes, the fuck are you talking about, man?
Like an organizing committee, like a workers committee.
Like one of those unions from back in the day?
Hey man, don't say that word. Just chill.
Over your comm, you hear, what the fuck are you doing? from the female that's in the group with you.
Thinking through my quantum, shut the fuck up. Who cares? Getting out of here without getting caught.
He kind of like follows you and he's like, I don't, like, how does that shit kind of work, man? Like,
let's go have a smoke, bro.
all right, man. All right. And so you guys get to the bottom floor and he starts walking out and then like groups of workers are just kind of like, you know how it is. Like, you just kind of like disperse and everybody who knows people and shit like that. Like, you got like electricians talking to, carpenters and stuff like that. Everybody's kind of like working and hanging out and just kind of like shooting the shit, being like, all right, man, well, I guess we're just going to be fucking sitting here for a minute. Like, you got people sitting on like containers and all sorts of shit, basically. And then he comes out, bums you an e-cig, hands it to you.
Take it, light it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
He's like, yeah, man. What's your name, dude? I didn't catch your name all the way down.
My name's Jeff.
Oh, man. It's good to meet you, Jeff. My name's Rico. It's good to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, Rico. So how long you been on this job?
I mean, I've been at it for like 6 months, but I've been working on like 2 other sites at the same time. So I've been kind of bumping around like 3 different places right now. Like, we'll come, they'll bring us in for certain things.
Check, man.
Yeah, well, because they don't fucking like, all right. So like we got the company and then we got the, like, our guys aren't getting paid from the corp, so they can't pay us. Meanwhile, we got these other 2 places, these like, basically like parking lot type jobs around the city, man. Like, we're getting like, $200 basically. That's not even enough souls to fucking make a
advocating. We gotta advocate for our rights,
man.
Okay? If enough workers stand up, they can't fire all of us.
I mean, but like, are you sure about
You gotta
that?
be like a wildcat. Yeah, man, they used to do that shit. Go look that up. Back in like the 1920s, they would form. They had like guns and Molotov cocktails. They had like whole worker revolutions.
Man, I don't know about that. I ain't shot a man in like months.
Right, but just the fact that you know you can cause us some trouble, man, that might make him give up the checks.
Yeah, but man, I can't go back. You know what I mean? Like I just can't go back. And he gives you the big eyes when he says he's like, I can't go back.
I got you, bro. I got you. But somebody's got to break the backs of these corpses, right?
Man, I guess so. All right.
And let me get your comm.
All right, he pulls out a comm from his back pocket, and
I pull out my glow.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Blood against, man.
Yeah, he throws one down into you and all like that. He's like, all right, man, you know.
Just real quiet, like just talk to some of your boys. See if they want to start making a stand.
All right, man. I mean, give me a persuasion roll.
I'm gonna start a union. I mean, before we get there, we're gonna be all like 1920s coal barons and Molotov cocktailing things. 5.
He kind of looks at you. He's like, he kind of looks at you. He's like, all right, man. Look,
just think about it.
All
Think
right,
about it,
all
and then
right,
I'm gonna
all
kind
right.
of glance around. Does it look like security's paying any attention, or can I get out to the street?
No. You guys are you guys basically make a group from the parking garage out into the street. Like, security is watching the entry points of the building and stuff like that, but they're not like sweeping through you guys. Like, you have the impression that like literally they're just making sure that like nobody tries to sneak in. Like, they're not really giving a shit about you guys out of here in the garage or in the street, basically.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna start, very casually making my way for the street, and when I get to the street, I'm gonna go look for a taco truck.
Okay, roll investigation for taco truck. You get advantage.
Oh, I get advantage?
Well, I mean, your whole team should probably fucking get advantage for taco trucks and tamale trucks.
I got a 24.
Yeah, I'll
So
say you can find a taco truck. Yeah, it's like
I kind of unzip the top of my coveralls and then like tie the arms around the waist.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, classic
Throw
truck.
my
Yeah,
bags on my shoulder.
yeah,
Then I'm gonna muss my hair up a little bit, and I'm gonna go to the taco truck,
yep.
and I'm gonna buy a taco, 2 tacos.
Oh, I was about to
Carnitas?
judge you so fucking hard. Be like, only one taco?
Carnitas, some extra cilantro, extra red peppers.
Okay.
Right? And then I'm gonna just casually, as I'm eating my taco, walk away like I just got off the job and leave.
Okay. I'm not even gonna make you roll for that, because that's pretty much like, by the time like the taco trucks, there's obviously trucks throughout the city in this part of downtown, but like it's easy for you to like hit a taco truck and then walk off like you're gonna go sit in the alleyway and like catch some shade or something like that, and then just disappear.
So when I go through the alley, I just keep going.
Yeah,
Right.
basically. Over your comm, over your comm, they just go, "Where the fuck are you?"
I'm eating some tacos. Calm the fuck down.
Fucking tacos. Like the other guy on the other end, he's like you hear her busting your balls, and then the other guy is like, God damn it, I'm hungry now. And she just looks at him. It's like, the fuck.
I'm like, dude, get a taco. You'll feel so much better. And then I go, all right, I'm calling Juliet. And then I call Juliet.
He picks up. He goes, what?
I got most of my devices planted before they got a little suspicious, and then I bailed. So whoever's monitoring that shit, tell them to check the connections.
All right. And he clicks over basically, and he puts you with some hold music. That is contemporary jazz. Yep.
Okay.
And he comes back to you after about 5 minutes.
All right.
He comes back to you after about 5 minutes, and he's like, I've got eyes
By the way,
in a few places.
That track played 3 times in 5 minutes. All right, get better hold music. Expect more out of you.
Fuck off.
All right, so are you good?
I'm good enough. Yeah, it looks like everybody else got.
All right.
At least we got all the spiders. It doesn't look like we got everything else, but we've got like half of them sending back data to us, so that's a good start.
All right, I'm gonna bail.
Okay, you coming back here, or are you going back to your apartment?
Yeah, but, no, I'm not going back to my apartment. You told me that might be burned, and they already blew up that dorm and maybe killed the rest of the team. Who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the hotel now, get my stuff, and then switch hotels.
Okay,
You know, and start making myself scarce.
all right.
Let me know what you need.
Okay, he hangs up on you before before he gets a chance to even say goodbye. It's a good walk back to the current hotel room, but you can pretty much drop, everything that you want to do, and then you're taking, I'm assuming, one of the other rooms that Noel kind of like walked you through. Like he gave you that list of like 4 or 5 that he had available.
Oh, and I'm moving to a different hotel now.
Okay, cool. All right.
Change clothes, change the haircut, the way I comb the hair out. I'll slick it back this time, and then I will head to the next hotel.
I was just about to ask, are you going full John Leguizamo?
No, I did that one yesterday before I put on the coveralls. So now we're in grounder mode. So it's brown desert boots, right? Like some Carhartt cargo pants and like a duster.
Okay.
I've got like kind of over my arm because it's too fucking hot for that shit.
That's true. It is Angel City still in the fall to like getting
Still hot.
But it's still hot. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, fall's like 80.
Yes, it is. Okay. We're gonna zoom out of your area and head back to our intrepid team back at the Vargor compound, as it is. As the team stretches, they're getting limbered up for this one.
By the way, I would like to put, sometimes we can stealth.
I mean,
I
We?
killed nobody.
You don't have Grifter anywhere near you. You don't get to talk this shit.
I'm not the one that's blowing the fucking cover every time.
We can stealth when Titus goes by himself.
that's
Is it the royal we?
yeah. You put all your hopes and dreams on Titus's stealth ability, is what it is.
Uh-oh.
That's dicey.
Yep.
That might be a bit much.
Yep. Okay. So back to the time of day is going to shift a little bit here. As we get back to our folks at the mansion, it's nighttime. Everybody had just gone to bed. Cassie, you were laying in the bed. You're asleep. And as you open your eyes, you feel cold and wet. There's a howl from the wind that is familiar to the winds from your childhood back home. And as you open your eyes, you begin to take in a dark wooded floor that you're laying on. Dingy wallpaper that surrounds you. It's ripped and torn in different places. An analog clock on the wall, very old, but it reads 1:23. As you raise up and you take in more of your surroundings, you realize that the other half of the room just isn't there. It's either destroyed or toppled to the ground in some fashion, and the wind kind of continues to howl around what is basically an alcove of a room. As you get up and you start to gaze out over the edge, you realize that you are very high up, maybe 20, 30 stories above the ground. You get a little bit lightheaded, a little uneasy being this high up. And you get a little uneasy about the sturdiness of the structure that you're standing on. And as you peer out, you see a vast, sprawling city of destroyed buildings and abandoned highways stretch out in front of you for miles.
Sounds like a fever dream.
You peer out, and there is a giant pyramid-type building miles away from you, but massive in comparison to all the other buildings around it. And as the rain continues to pour down on you, and now it's hitting you in the face as you're sitting at the precipice of this room, looking out over what is essentially a valley sort of in front of you, but a valley of buildings. Everything's been overgrown. There are trees just budding out of places. And as the rain continues to fall down, lightning hits this building, and just chunks of the building fall away as lightning hits it. Just a big... The earth sort of rumbles below you. And you wait another minute or so, and another big flash of lightning lightens everything up, and just another big piece of the building tends to fall away. And as that piece of lightning hits it, you start to see wires dangling out of the building. You believe that you might have heard some screams, or at least voices, in the lightning. And then another hits the building. And the floor that's below you starts to cave in. And you begin to free fall. 10, 20, 30 feet. And you feel like you should have been hitting the ground or at least something else by now. And the wind starts to pick up even heavier and even faster and more violent. It starts to crescendo. And it just... And it's darkness again. And as you open your eyes, it's sunny out again. You're sleeping in the same bed that you were at that morning. There's birds chirping out on the grass and then around you. Sunlight is coming through the windows in this very posh guest house that's probably 10 times better than any apartment you've ever had. And
It
in the
don't
same
have a yarn wall though.
It doesn't have a yarn wall, but that's okay. Off to the side, Eve is also in the same room. Still sleeping. Bunkmates, yeah. Grifter, who the fuck knows? Bunny Boy, same. We don't know.
Probably on summer being awesome.
Didn't you fall asleep by the pool?
Yeah. Well, that's, yeah.
Being awesome.
And Bunny Boy fell asleep doing somebody.
The world may never know.
What an assumption.
Maybe they just played Uno all night.
No you, no you, no you.
Yeah. Catassie, what do you do?
I am gonna wake up and stretch. And is Eve awake?
Not yet.
I'm going to unquietly get up and start getting dressed, getting ready, bumping into things, etc.
Eve, it's quite a ruckus that you can wake up to.
I'm just gonna lay there.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna lay there and watch Catassie just be obnoxious. Because who does this in the morning? Why would you? And how dare you? And where is my coffee?
This is not the first time that this has happened, by the way. This has become a common occurrence in the dorm, right? You guys had individual rooms at that point, but there is the shared common area back at the dorm. So if it wasn't Grifter making a ton of noise, it was Catassie making a bunch of noise. So it's kind of par for the course.
Ish person.
I mean,
I am not.
It's 10:30 a.m. So
It's
morning-ish.
too early, sir.
I don't even know where my brunch pants are at 10:30.
Why isn't there a mimosa in my hand when I wake up?
I mean, there could be. You know how to get a hold of
In
Frank.
the mansion, and she's already like mimosas.
Well, yeah, we're high class now, you know. We had a grilled cheese and dipped it in whiskey last night.
Hey, Eve's just gonna turn into a corpo now. That's just what's happened.
No, you assimilate so that you can just take everything out from underneath their noses. Duh.
Just go ahead and install a chip and change the thing on your character sheet. It's fine.
The true eco-terrorism is becoming their environment.
Ooh.
I love you.
Clip that, please, because that's going on a t-shirt or a sticker somehow. That's happening.
Become the eco that terrorizes them.
Yep. I have become the environment.
My secret to marriage.
Marriage.
Good times.
It's just I become the environment and I wage psychological warfare on you.
Did you notice when I said it's my secret to marriage, Joe's head popped up?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's not what it is. She's a witch.
She's learning so much right now.
Okay, so I am, can I see that Eve's awake? Eve, are your eyes open?
Yes, and I did ask about coffee.
Okay, I wasn't listening. It's Catassie's.
This is
It's
true to fun for both of us.
Catassie's.
Yeah.
As soon as I see that your eyes are open, I say, dude, I had the weirdest fucking dream.
What is it? What happened?
Hang on, I'm gonna get you some coffee.
Thank you.
Frank! I assume we can just yell Frank from anywhere on the property.
From a speaker up in the thing, it goes, "What, motherfucker?"
We need a coffee for one set hand and a mimosa for the other for both of us. Can you?
Do I look like a fucking barista?
A very cute one.
I bet you know one though. You seem like the kind of fellow that's got all the barista's numbers.
At that point, like one of those like holographic things like pop out from where the speaker would be, and he's just like, he's kind of giving you like the rock kind of eyebrows, and just kind of, you see the pecs do a little bit of this. I can't do that. I'm fat. I can't do it. You can do the eyebrow though. And he just goes, coming right up. And then the screen and everything kind of goes dark from there. And about 5 minutes later, give or take, right? You get delivered. It's a waifish kind of woman, and she is dressed in like a full sort of butler's uniform, bringing 2 lattes and 2 mimosas on a silver tray to the guest house.
Excellent.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna take them from her,
Cool.
and I'm gonna disseminate them to Eve.
So about that dream.
Here's your coffee. Now can I tell you about my weird dream?
Yes and yes, thank you.
Okay, so I was in this building and it had like half its face had fallen off. I don't know what had happened. Forgot to Botox. Who knows? Do buildings do Botox? I don't know. Anyway, building. Half of building. I'm passed out in building. I look out and it's just like a valley of overgrown, ruined buildings, except for one giant pyramid off in the distance a little ways. It was the most realistic thing. I could feel the rain slapping me in the face. I could hear the wind. I could feel it. I was cold. It was the weirdest thing. Have you ever had a dream like that?
Yes, but continue.
I mean, that's it. I don't know what it meant. I don't know it. Like, I didn't get a message. Nothing was happening. I just had this burning fascination with this pyramid in the dream. It was so weird.
And there were no other people there? You weren't being chased or anything like that?
I think I kind of could hear people off in the distance, but it was that sort of muffled, like if people were trapped in a building or something. Like they were under stuff or far away, like I couldn't get to them quickly.
Did it look like you had done the damage?
I always assume there's a distinct possibility. I didn't smell muffins in the area. There was no like blueberry cupcake situation, so sidebar, metagaming. Can we please make it a thing that when Joe shoots his minigun, there is a scent of muffins that fills the air?
Yeah, just get one of those like little air freshener things that like spritzes stuff in the air for you.
Or you could have like a wax melter that like gets warm on the minigun whenever you spin up, so whenever you shoot.
It is a plasma minigun, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the heat runoff.
I think that and the dot matrix printer.
Where's Dylan? We need to get Dylan on the line for new character art.
Yeah.
Meat muffins.
We'll be sending him a modified muffins order.
Dust off that PSD, my dude.
Can't wait till we start including the salt lamps on the shoulders.
Scratch and sniff stickers.
Oh my god.
Nipples.
I can't. We have to start reaching out to that. Yep.
Okay. Now I forgot where I was. Oh yeah.
Back in game.
I didn't see. Right, we're here to do a thing. It's a very specific purpose. My ADHD doesn't care about that. Okay, so I didn't feel guilty, but I rarely do when I am. So I didn't get any context clues that gave me specific data about it being my fault.
Okay. Thank you for sharing your dream. We should probably figure out what the fuck it means.
I think you gave me one of the weird tamales before bed last night. I got a stuff basket for snacks. I gotta pack my own.
I'll have to purge the older ones. You might have gotten some psychoactive mold or something. I do still have those tamales from that first job, so...
Oh my god. They're
Weaponized
basically poison
tamale.
now. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the whole idea. It's a mixed bag, literally.
See if you can trade Hades.
Right? See, this is the thing. It's like its own version of like bag of holding, but it's tamale bag of holding, right? Like you don't know which one you're getting out of it, right? It's like a magic item in D&D.
Oh, I know.
Roll
I
on the
can
wild
have.
tamales chart.
Yeah, roll for tamales.
Yes, that would be awesome, actually.
Okay. I'll work on that at the break. Because I can make that happen really easily. Yeah. Pete, you are awoken to a vibration from your glow. It's very constant.
Does that mean somebody's calling me?
It's that kind of text message.
Nice.
Oh, like a million text messages?
Yeah.
Just
Well, it's the kind that like
ew.
it's persistent kind of text message.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, let me pick up my phone. How many messages are there? And who from?
It's from unknown, but it just says Fifth and Pine. It's starred.
Starred.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? My favorites?
Yeah.
Oh, so I've contacted this person before.
Yeah. This is like VIP. This is like VIP even gets through your do not disturb.
Whoa. Okay. Now that I have that info. Well. It just says an address, yeah?
Yep.
I'm gonna text back when.
Tonight. 10 p.m.
Okay, that's better. There is a lot of night, sir or madam.
You're very aware what this implies, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bunny Boy is very aware of what this implies.
Yeah.
Okay. What does this imply, Mallo? I don't know.
Can Pete also be aware?
I hope so, because it's
Like-
it was Pete's idea.
Man. Okay.
We're professionals, just not at this.
Yeah. Cool. See you there, dog. Dog emoji.
Dog emoji.
And not the prey. It's not prey, but the.
Yeah, like the high five,
Yeah.
like animated emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You also get another text message, and it's from Sarah Jane, who at that moment you realize is not with you anymore. And it just says, "Hey, good morning. Come down for breakfast. Also, Dad wants to talk to you."
Oh man, I thought he just got the good old pump and dump.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is not like the best circumstance to have a conversation, but alrighty. I'll send a oh gosh. Probably I will add the oh gosh and say, okie doke, be right there, with the thumbs up.
Gotcha. All right. And then a little bit later, like, I'm assuming you get dressed, do the hair up, look presentable.
He would do his hair up this time.
Yeah. So
This
you go
one
down
time.
there, and there is food laid out, but not at the standard kitchen table. When you get down there, this big burly dude in a chef's coat looks at you and goes, he looks you up and down, and he looks at it and goes, "You must be who Mr. Vargor is looking for." And he gestures down. He's like, "He's down here in the library." And he's
Cool.
like, and he like walks you, just a little bit out of the kitchen. He's like, "There you go. Good luck, sir."
Appreciate it. It's a big place. Would have totally got lost.
And he gets, you're used to this. I mean, it is still a very large library, study, office. It's one of the main places that you can see that Zydarian spends a lot of time in. And sitting off to the side at one of the tables, his conference tables, is 2 plates. And one is in front of Zydarian, and one is empty in a chair. And Sarah Jane is dressed up immaculately in a suit. She's got her hair done and everything like that. It's pulled back in a very tight ponytail. And as you get into the room, she just kind of gestures to the chair. She's like, and then if you sit down, she just kind of gives you a little peck on the top of the head and then leaves and closes the door behind her.
That was really nice.
Yeah.
At first, I was thinking they were a family of vampires about to kill me, but now, I'm completely at ease. She did it in front of her dad, though. Now I might have to deal with that. Okay. Yeah.
He kind of looks at you and he just goes, "There is a selection of drinks as well at the table, all the way from coffee to a mimosa to just an empty glass if you want something else. And immaculate plate of bacon, eggs, English muffin, oranges, some grapes, all laid out. silverware perfectly done, gold-plated silverware. And he begins to just pick up. He's like, please, eat. And he starts cutting into his eggs. He's got eggs Benedict. So he cuts in and the yolk just runs a little bit. And he starts to eat. Massive man bending over a tiny little plate trying to eat.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is new. Bunny Boy wonders if this is like a kind of test. Everything's laid out neatly, right?
Yeah.
Like a test to see, like, are you worthy of dating my daughter? Not if you choose the grapes type of situation.
Not the grapes.
Yeah, not the grapes.
The true
So that's going to be running through his head.
The true grapes of wrath.
Yes, there you go. So thank you, Catassie, for that. So yeah, he's gonna be thinking. Bunny Boy's thinking in his head like about that. Like, is this a test? I've heard of something called the grapes of wrath. Don't pick the grapes. It's a bad idea. Also, I don't eat grapes for breakfast. So okay. Eggs, bacon, and an orange. No, an orange is messy. Fuck. You think this is acting? It's not. Joe's experienced this with me at a restaurant. It's panic ordering. The fact that you did this to me in an RPG, not happy about it. Bacon, eggs, and toast. Was there toast or English muffin? Sure.
English muffin. So you go for the English. Are you going to start eating, or are you just going to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you going to have to drink?
Oh, my God.
A little bit of coffee, probably, and some water. But what I'm going to do, Bunny Boy's going to try... He understands the fanciness of this situation. Clearly, there's gold cutlery.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, this is a fancy place. So what he's going to do is, like... stack the things on the English muffin and make a breakfast sandwich, but then put it back down on the plate and cut it into pieces and eat it slowly. So, yeah, polite.
He, for a second, Zydarian puts his cutlery down and just kind of looks at you, and then just picks up coffee and kind of drinks it, and he goes, it's a sandwich. It's fine. In fact, this is too much. They did too much. This is not, this looks much more intimidating than what I actually meant it to be. Like, I just wanted to have a conversation with my daughter's boyfriend, and, this is the first one she's brought home in a very long time, so,
He said the B word.
It's been a long time since another man defiled my daughter.
God damn.
There are a lot of things to unpack there.
A lot of words that Joe's putting in people's mouths. Okay?
Yeah. I will. You know what? It dawns on him. That's just words. It dawns on me that this is a great excuse to compliment him, and I want to say, I'm cutting the sandwich into quarters now, so that I can still eat them, but I get to use the cutlery. And I want to say, this is very nice cutlery, and I thought it should probably be used. This is wonderful. I wanted to pay respects.
Well, I appreciate that a lot, actually. We've worked very hard to get all of this, and he takes another sip of coffee and he sets it down, and he tries to be there is an understanding that he is a very large man, and he is going over the top not to be intimidating to you. You got a feeling that like under normal circumstances, he might have just picked up the plate and went into his mouth kind of thing. Like he has like he is almost trying to be as dainty as he possibly can as to not come off intimidating to you. And so when you say that, he kind of like almost a little bit of like a little sigh of relief comes out for a second. He slouches just ever so slightly in his chair and he picks up his coffee again and just kind of and like just kind of sets it back down for a second. And he goes, but that is very thank you. Very thank you. Yes.
Dude, this is his house. This is weirding me out.
And he looks at it, he goes, I have to apologize. This looks much more again, this looks much more than what it Frank goes over the top for everything around here, and he's very particular. I mean, I heard him talking to you, big, you know, yes. He even has lifting competitions with me. And he's beaten me a couple times. I'm not gonna lie.
Whoa.
Yeah.
His muscles have muscles. Okay. Well, you know what? Here you go. Are we sitting like next to each other or like catty corner at the end of the table?
Yeah, kind of. Like he's at like the head of the conference table. Like you kind of feel like that's where his like usual spot is. And then you're like basically kind of like right here for him. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So in that case, what I'm going to do is like, I'm going to lean over to the plate of bacon and just like take the serving tongs or whatever and like put more bacon on his plate. Like, eat up, buddy. You got to put on some mass. Eat it.
He gives just a good hearty laugh. He's like, don't tell Sarah Jane I'm supposed to be laying off the bacon, but it's a fantastic. She gets on me. She gets on me about the cholesterol. It's
Well, you're not gonna get swole having cholesterol some. You gotta have cholesterol. And I'll laugh at my. I didn't think it was funny, but I'll be like, and just like, yep. So
he kind of.
I won't tell her.
Yeah. He kind of goes, good. I apologize for how quickly everything went yesterday, and I promise you that your friends will get similar treatment when they wake up this morning. I imagine they are sleeping in after all of that went on yesterday. I can only imagine how hard it was for all of you to witness that and to be involved in that. So, yes. So, I wanted to welcome you in, and I wanted to get to know you a little bit because Sarah has talked about you many times, and you and your friends have helped her out a few times now, and you know she talks very highly of you. You know.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, she has good taste in character. I mean, she still deals with me, right? And he kind of like bumps up a little bit, like.
That is a very good point, sir. Yeah. Dude gave me bacon, my choice of food, and then was like, basically like, stop eating it like that. Just be comfortable. So after giving me goldenware.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Goldenware.
Yeah.
He kind of sits. I mean, there's sort of a bit of an awkward silence for a little while he continues to eat and just sort of drink. Give me an insight check from you.
Okay. Give me just 1 second to get my dice. Mm-hmm. My bad.
It's okay.
When we do RP stuff, I like don't expect the
you don't expect the curveball, the dice to help me.
Don't expect the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah, I only have like 18 if-then statements written over here just in case, you know. Don't worry, you guys blow past most of them.
Okay, so I've built Bunny Boy to not have very much insight. Imagine that. If you can. That is on, is it charisma or intelligence or determination?
I believe it is in insight is it in intelligence or charisma? I should know this. I wrote the game. Hold on.
I don't know this either.
I got a core rule book. I can look it up in the back because it's on the character sheet. Look at that. Imagine.
Yes, the paper ones have the categories, what skills fall under. The PDF that I am using perhaps
does not.
Does not. That's all. That's why I have confusion right now. I need to use the new one.
It's okay.
Said it's determination.
It's determination? Okay.
It's determination.
It's determination.
Dang. Okay.
There you go.
I'm also glad that it took the two creators
Hey, you know.
2 minutes to figure that out. Anyone who's intimidated about running this game,
Oh.
don't be.
Yeah.
Oh. I'll show you what I rolled.
Okay.
Perhaps. And I get a +1. So 2. What was I rolling for?
You're rolling for insight, and with a 2,
Whatever he says, I believe him. There's no suspicion whatsoever. Thank you for the bacon, sir.
with a 2, you can't quite, like, you just think it's like awkward conversation that he's trying to make, that like you think he might actually be like trying to dance around being intimidating, but like after a good like 10 minutes of just like eating and drinking, he's finished a cup of coffee, made another one, he downs that, and there's just sort of this like awkward silence of him like trying to like get up the nerve to do it, and he just goes, I must ask you and your friends to do something for me. I will ask once everybody is here so we can talk about this, but I have a request of you and your team.
Are you asking this? I have to know this. Are you asking this as a favor, or are you asking this as a business transaction? I want to establish this boundary now, kind of, so there's no awkwardness.
This is going to be the blending of a little bit of both.
Oh boy.
But
Okay.
well, yes, it's a little bit of both.
Okay. As far as he thought into it. Okay.
Okay. Grifter,
Hey,
you awake to the sound of an automated lawnmower just running up against the chair, the pool chair that you're like sitting on the whole time. And it's
do
just,
I still have the whiskey?
oh yeah, no, that one's laying on its side, drained,
Is it? So there's nothing left in it?
not a bit.
So I'm just gonna pick up the whiskey bottle and just like use it to like just nudge the thing away. Just like, go away. Fuck off.
It eventually like runs into it, and it does the thing that like Roombas do where it just goes bump, 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 and it takes like a few times for it like bump, bump, and then it finally starts to go off that way. And goes away from you. And you realize it's very hot out now. Like, you don't remember it being this hot yesterday, but it's really fucking hot. As you remember
Am I
that
on
you're by the
fire?
pool side.
So I feel like after downing a bottle, I'm probably not maybe not hungover, but just kind of feeling a little run down.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stand up and put my glue on the lounge chair and just walk into the pool, just like belly flop into the pool, basically.
You're wide awake now. You're definitely awake. It is a warm pool because of the heat of the day. But it is still definitely a shock to your system that you just woke up into.
I was just gonna climb out of the pool, just mumbling to myself about how I gotta stop doing that shit. So I'm gonna go pick up the whiskey bottle and look at it, like Jack Sparrow does when he's finds the bottle. He's trying to make sure there's nothing hiding in the corner.
Yep. Give me a perception check from you, sir.
3.
Wonderful night.
Yeah. You're
Got
not
chlorine in my eyes.
Yeah, exactly. You're not quite sure, but you kind of do the like Toucan Sam thing for a second. You're like, food.
I'm gonna see if I can track down the source of my food, but I'm gonna absentmindedly bring the bottle with.
Give me one more perception check, please.
10.
You are making your way directly to the as you turn and you realize with the 10 you're like bacon. And it awakens primal instincts within you.
Bacon's the best thing to have morning after drinking them.
And as you start to follow your nose and stuff like that, you realize that you're just now the smell of bacon. You're just standing outside of the library / office that you were all in last night, staring at Pete or Bunny Boy and Zydarian sitting at a conference table eating breakfast. And Bunny Boy, you see Zydarian just kind of turn his head like this and...
Oh no.
I was gonna wave.
What the hell happened to your friend?
I don't know. There's never any way of knowing. I really don't have any words.
Is there like a French door or something nearby that I can open?
Oh yeah, no, it's an all glass like double door that opens up into the library.
All right, I'm gonna open it, but I'm gonna be very careful that I don't drip on his carpets or hardwood for whatever
You
he's got in there.
you are soaking wet. There is no way you can't.
I'm just gonna do the thing where I turn the knob and just kind of push.
And Zydarian kind of stands up. He's like, no, not on the wood, please. Please, I can get you a towel. We can get you a towel.
Did you know there was a pool out there?
He just at this moment, Zydarian has stood up and he just kind of looks at you. He looks down at you, Bunny, and he looks back over at him. He's like, and then he looks at the bottle in your hand and he goes, and that's where we're gonna take our break.
Yes. Perfect cut.
All right. We will be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Whoa. Hang tight if you're in chat. We'll be back for the second half of our show. So be good. We'll see you in a bit. Hey, thanks for joining us for tonight's episode of Angel City Stories. If you want to catch us live, tune in every week to twitch.tv/Identico at 7 p.m. Pacific. Now let's get back to the action. It's the most universal arm mount in the history of arm mounts, and mine was mended in about 2 seconds. That's how sturdy this thing is. I own like 5 of them.
It's
I'm not gonna say
attaches nicely to my desk and folds out of the way.
Yep.
It's convenient.
What were you gonna say, Joe?
Oh, it's not stream appropriate.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It's for the after show. Is Cassie blowing kisses to the audience? I love it. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We missed you while we were gone, using the bathroom and getting water and snacks and things that we need to finish the game. Nutrients. Yes. So we can grow up big and strong with our Flintstone vitamins.
Are hops nutrients?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
They're not old trants.
Just checking.
Yeah, because if they're ultrants, then that's just stale beer. Nobody fucking likes stale beer.
It's just thin oatmeal.
Yeah.
Are the hops? Hops
Just-
are good for me.
Speaking of beer, so the chat here knows I made that beer bread this weekend, and it was delicious.
It was
Go well.
amazing. I made him make 2 loaves. And I made him leave one at my house.
Welcome to Food Talk after the break.
This is the way.
This is the way. Okay, where we last left off, Joe was soaking wet because he decided to dive into a pool.
Because I saw that bunny boy.
And he attempted to come into the library before being told no.
I did not attempt to come in. I just opened the door and stood there.
You know, that's B&E in a lot of states. I'm just saying.
That's good. We're eating breakfast.
I'm refrigerating the whole goddamn neighborhood, like my dad would have said.
We're eating breakfast, and there's a wet vagrant standing outside the door across from us, just staring in there. Just slowly opening the door and then continuing to stand there.
He was invited in, first of all.
No, actually, he wasn't. Not soaking wet. This is you got to take it with you got to take the strict vampire rule to coming indoors.
Think of the carpets.
Yeah,
It's not my fault that he leaves pools just lying around wherever.
Also, do I look rich enough to know what it means to worry about my carpet?
I'm a college student. This is a shower.
you know what?
I knew you in college. You're not wrong. There was that whole summer.
That's a lot. We're learning a lot about Grifter tonight, y'all.
She's omitting that I worked as a lifeguard, so I had to take showers all the time anyway.
Oh, so it's
In the pool.
yeah, in the pool, exactly. So it's Grifter. Okay, all right. Another idea for a spinoff. Muffin's Baywatch. Just slow motion Rav running down the beach
Like a bikini.
in a
that's, like,
bikini. Yeah.
stretched.
Not in the David Hasselhoff trunks, in the full on Pam Anderson bikini.
Like a bikini
So,
that
like
they
Borat.
clearly won't go all
Yes.
the way around, so I had to like weld on some bolts for it to attach to on the side.
Yeah, full on Borat / Patrick Rothfuss mankini.
Can we change the printout to read 80085?
Yeah, sure. I'm good with that.
Just on, because I mean, if he's Pam Anderson,
Yep, exactly.
Muffin saving a kid from drowning is Muffin's just leaning into the pool and then yeeting the kid off into the horizon to save them from drowning, but making them a red splatter somewhere where he cannot see.
Oh, man.
please,
Problem
please,
solved.
please, for April Fool's Day, can we please do a Muffins Baywatch spin-off episode? Please, you have 2 months to write it. I believe in you.
Muffin sees a kid drowning, so he stands up, goes, "No, you don't, Ocean," and just starts shooting it. Gotta teach it a lesson.
All of a sudden, the shark just turns upside down dead.
But the kid rides it to shore. So
Right? Yeah, the kid's fine though. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Where were we? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Joe was
It's a
doing.
podcast.
Yeah, Joe was doing a wet B&E.
That sounds way kinkier than it probably should.
Why not? Let's do it.
See one of the wet bandits?
Could be.
Kevin McAllister going to kill him.
No, he's a soggy bottom boy.
Ah.
Oh, nice. Nice. Very nice.
Joe, one of the butlers start coming out with mini towels in their hand to start giving them to you. They are perfectly white towels, Grifter.
I'm gonna dry
No.
off the best I can with
Okay.
roll for drying off. We're not gonna talk about that.
Is that an agility check? Did you just roll a 1?
No.
Oh dear God. So we're gonna say it takes a while to get dried off. Buddy boy, do you do anything while he's out there basically making a fool of himself? He falls over at one point.
What can I do?
I mean, it's Identico, man. It's theater of the mind. You can do whatever you want.
And he's only exasperated because he's talking to his, well, according to him, girlfriend's dad.
Yeah.
So, just, I guess thanks for breaking the awkwardness, but do your thing.
I'm gonna also be a total bro and take my shoes off and leave them outside.
Okay.
And socks.
That's the important thing.
Do you do that thing where you like lay a where you like lay a towel on the chair before you sit down too, like that thing that doesn't actually work, like it just gets the towel wet that then gets the seat wet, like? Yeah,
I'm not a savage.
Okay, just checking.
Can we do like a Coen Brothers long shot of Grifter like drying off, and Zardarian and I both just like sitting and staring, like just watching it like everything unfold?
Oh yeah. Okay. He sits down across from you, Bunny, and I imagine Grifter just pulls the bacon plate to him.
Oh, of course.
Okay. Just wanted to clear that up there. There's a glass of fresh squeezed orange juice in front of Bunny Boy as well, you know.
Nah, I never touched the stuff.
I would like to point out the only thing that has been offered to him is a towel.
Yep.
Because he walked in wet. He just sat down after opening the door wet, walked in, sat down, ate the bacon unprompted, just no invite, just sits down and starts eating off the goldenware.
Yeah.
Like, when have you ever known me to have social graces? This is why I live in a robot body.
That's fair. Do you say that in game? Did Zardarian hear that? Okay.
Well, it is interesting though, because as it sits down, Zydarian kind of looks at it and goes, "This is why he has the robot, right? This is why robot, right?"
Oh yeah, meat bodies are just dumb. Poor design, no QA. Just
fair enough, I guess. Sure. And he kind of turns back to you. He goes, "I hate to rush the morning up, but I wonder if we could get your other two compatriots so we could have that discussion." And he's like trying not to spill the beans in front of this ruffian down next to him. He's like, "I don't know if you get a hold of your friends, but they are welcome to." Well, I was gonna say they're welcome to bacon, but we'll have to get more. But they are welcome for breakfast as well.
It's good bacon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get them.
All right. How do you get them? Do you try to call them, or do you just walk back to the house? You just start yelling? No.
You just text bacon emojis.
They can't text, don't go out. I tried to send one to Titus.
That's right. Right.
Yeah.
Whoa. How did I get that text earlier? What? Whoa. Mystery.
I was wondering when you guys were gonna figure that one out. Zydarian looks at you trying to send bacon emojis on your phone, and he takes an extra second and he kind of looks at it. He goes, and his eyes kind of get a little bit. He's, "Oh yes. Okay. And he walks over to his desk and he hits a button, and he says, "Griffith, come, Griffith." And about 10 minutes later, a very sort of spindly man, dressed still rather nice, but in like khakis and just like a button-down shirt, but very obviously like walking with a limp, and you can hear motors every time he goes to walk. kind of comes into the room and he goes, "Yeah, boss." And he looks at Zydarian looks at him and he's like, we have new friends here that will be here for a little while, so they probably want to leave, they probably want to, use their phones and stuff. Buddy Boy's just like, yes, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know we couldn't use our phones. Whoa. That's some nice job here. Do you get bored?
Griffiths is like, no, we have ways of getting out. Like, we got all sorts of stuff, but like we keep most things from like coming in. You know what I mean? It's like a firewall,
It's like a one-way door.
Yeah, it's kind of like a one-way door. Yeah,
I know a lot about tech. I get it.
Okay, all right.
I'm with you.
And so he brings out a glow. He goes, may I? And he goes to reach for your glow. And he puts the two of them together. And you start to see sort of a progress bar show up on both of these. And then he hands it back to you once it's complete. And he goes, okay, you should be okay now.
Can I hand him mine?
Yeah, he takes... Did you? Yeah. Go ahead.
Did you copy my files or what? What happened? What'd you do there? Don't take all the files.
He sat there and goes, well, I mean, and he pushes his glasses up. He's like, this is a double layer encrypted file to get you onto the local access node and the VPN, and then it gives us a tunnel to the outside world. Anything else in here, though, we've got down under double wire firewall security. I thought of it myself.
He could have just told him that he gave him the Wi-Fi password, and Bunny Boy would still have been impressed.
I feel like you could have thrown out the Scrabble handful equivalent of tech terms, and Bunny Boy would have been impressed.
It's magic.
Oh, ye who slams wrenches into servers.
Right.
Just gonna say, like, that's what I thought. I was just checking.
All right. In fairness, metagaming, Bunny Boy did, I believe, take some points in hacking networks and software. I believe so.
Yeah, I have electronics and software.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about all this is Titus is about to get a picture of my butt.
That's true. That is true. You did you actually pick up your glow when you came inside, Grifter, or is it still sitting outside in the sun?
I didn't say that I did, but I was just assumed that I would.
Okay. So he does the same thing to yours, and you start sending out a couple of text messages from it as he's handing it back to you. You can see that the little red numbers start to go away from your outbox, essentially. So you have 2 working glows now.
Yay!
Are you holding both of them?
2 glows.
So Titus should get a text that says we're not dead, and then a picture of my crack.
Yep. Somewhere in Angel City right now, Titus gets a picture of Grifter's butt.
I can hear the sigh from here.
And just a note of, we're not dead.
I send back a message that says, new glow, who dis?
Wow.
I just replied, no, you.
Oh my goodness. All right, so
I just reply, are you the only one that's not dead, or is everyone not dead?
Well, I haven't seen the 2 ladies in a while, so they might be dead. I don't know.
Send back, well, let me know when you figure that out.
They were here last night, but who knows what they get up to.
Okay, well, let me know if you need anything.
You don't even act worried. You're just like, yeah, okay, cool, man. Thanks for your crack picture. Glad you guys aren't dead. Peace, yo.
Just gonna send back the finger.
It's only
emojis.
because those messages are coming from Grifter. So, first, he can be just full of crap. B, can be somebody else who stole Grifter's glow. C, he sent me a picture of his butt first, so obviously he's not too concerned. If it's not, hey, come help me, let me send you a picture of my butthole, and I'm not worried.
Well, see, now if I ever
There's
do
logic here.
if I ever do legitimately get in trouble and need to send a 911 message to you, you're definitely gonna get a follow up on my crack right after.
Is this in real life or in the game?
Yes.
I'd just like to say, did you have that picture of your crack saved already, or did you take it while you're in front of Daddy Z? Okay.
No. I took it last night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been in
There
my
you
outbound queue since last night.
Okay. Cool. I was just making sure you didn't like eat the bacon and then step up and take a picture of your ass and like, oh, you're gonna have to get out of here, man.
No, I legitimately thought about it, and I was gonna just eat bacon and just do the whole lean back and lift my waistband thing.
You could fan the bacon out of your butt crack like a peacock tail.
Now that would just be a waste of good bacon. I'm not eating. I don't know where my ass has been.
No ass bacon.
No ass bacon.
Look, I don't speak for Drunk Grifter. What Drunk Grifter does is what Drunk Grifter does.
All right, two things that we've learned out of this left turn of a game tonight. I've already gotten way more mileage out of this one NPC than I ever thought I was going to get. He's got 14 names, including Zaddy and Daddy Z, which is fantastic. And that now Grifter has a split personality when he's drunk. Y'all remember that for the next time he imbibes alcohol, because there will be consequences. I have a drunk and inebriated table for Blizz. I will make one for Grifter too.
I'm down with that.
All right.
And this
Nice.
Drunk Grifter also has access to a war machine.
It's true. That's scary. That's scary enough, actually.
Weirdly, Grifter's always the guy in the party that's going, man, I could go for some muffins.
But Grifter's like Drunk Grifter. I could totally see just being like, "Oh, this party's lame. Fuck this," and like just as he's like kind of walking out, just switching over to my robot and just like ragdolling onto the floor right where it's at.
I feel like Drunk Grifter, when he does that to get into muffins, goes full on Hulk mode too. So it's just like a fucking rampage at that point. Like it's just nonsense for the hell of being nonsense. Okay. All right. That's canon now. That's canon, y'all. Remember that for later on this season when it inevitably happens and we get a callback in the episode. Be ready for it. That's all I'm saying. I'm just going to call it now.
Foreshadowing.
I'm just going to foreshadow that one.
Question.
Yes, sir.
We're not in the dining room, right? We're in the study.
You're in the study. Yep. Study/library.
Okay. I want to take a picture of the bacon and send it in the group message with just say in the study with a smiley face.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
Do our phones even receive that?
Nope.
Well,
Fine.
They haven't been fixed. We didn't get the Wi-Fi password.
Mine does. Mine does, and I'm gonna text Honey Boy back and be like, "You guys are fucking eating bacon and didn't tell me." The head shake emoji. I see how it is.
You can't have salt.
Gramps is watching his sodium intake.
I want to send back. Go ahead.
Can I try and hack Titus's latest health profile to see what his cholesterol is?
yeah, actually. We can do that. We can do that once you get back access to his health profile. But yes. Like when you get the Wi-Fi password, essentially, as we're calling it. Be ready. We'll do it.
This is 27. Like, I know what you're gonna
Okay.
find.
How many times?
I can assure you that I ingest enough salt to need to check my cholesterol. So, just saying, it's possible.
I That's why Titus just took a long walk after his tacos. Didn't you hear? He was walking a long ways.
And what band music was he
Exercised.
humming?
Oh, in this case, it's like, like old movie soundtracks, like, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars.
Just humming the Jurassic Park theme song.
Oh, that's a good one, too, yeah.
That only reminds me of the meme about the drunk wife humming off tune the Jurassic Park theme song while they put the party hats on the dog to make a stegosaurus.
I'm sorry, I think you mean goals?
Yeah.
Things I think about
my dog.
daily.
Yeah.
My dog would let me do that.
Okay. So Titus is now envious of bacon. You get no response from the girls. And if you let Grifter sit there any longer, he's going to eat all of the bacon.
Yeah. After like 5 minutes of no answer or them not being there, I'm gonna like get up and go find them, I guess.
Okay. So you walk out the library across the courtyard in the compound, past the pool, where the automatic lawnmower is now coming back towards the house.
Oh no!
And you pass it. And it's doing nice little passes,
So not in an 80s horror movie kind of way then.
Nope, no. In like a Roomba finally figured it out kind of mentality. Very non-threatening unless you are grass.
Just don't trust it.
Fair enough. I don't trust it either. Catassie and Eve, you hear the door downstairs open up as y'all are sitting there drinking your coffee and mimosas.
Who is it?
Is it the door to our room or is it just like out?
It's downstairs, yeah.
I stand by my original reaction.
It's me. Come get bacon.
Hello, me, come get bacon.
Why do we have to do the baking just because we're the girls?
Where is our bacon and why didn't you bring it to us?
I don't think they understand the morning I've had. Just come get some damn bacon.
Where is the bacon? Do we have to dress up? Is there more bacon there?
In the
Is there
study.
cheese?
Yeah. It's in the study. You gotta come get it. Check your phone.
This thing's a brick, dude.
Asking a lot of questions for when there's bacon involved.
You guys need new phones. There's bacon.
Stalling time so I can put pants on.
Okay, it's in the study. I'm leaving. Bye.
Thanks.
That's all I got. When bacon's involved, like, that's a magic word. If you don't, like Joe said,
Yeah.
if you're not intrigued by bacon enough then I can't help you.
That's true. That's
sorry.
true. Eve, Catassie, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna race Bunny out the door and we're both gonna get stuck in the door at the same time.
I'm going to put on my clothes normally, just fine. Take my time, because I know that they're stuck in the door, and I know that they're not going to get out until I try to shove them out.
This is turned straight on into a Looney Tunes cartoon at this point. Like, complete with like the
Hasn't it
puff
been
of smoke.
I feel like the Yakety Sax song should have started playing by now.
Yeah. Eve, you make it downstairs as Bunny and Catassie are sort of fighting shoulder to shoulder in the door.
Ah, shit, you mean you could have got out through the bathroom? Or I could have headed you off at the pass.
I'm just going to take my hands and put them on both of their shoulders, like the inside ones that are touching, and swing them open like a double door for people and walk through.
You go strolling out into the courtyard. There's like a cement patio with nice like furniture, like nice wooden Adirondack chairs that are right there. And you kind of go strolling past that. I'm assuming you're headed over to the study across the yard from there. And as you pass, there's the most curious like automated lawnmower just going past you. It's, it reminds you of home a little bit.
Does it have a name?
I don't know. Does it? You can name it if you want to. Catassie, Eve has gone way ahead of both you and Buddy Boy at this point.
That's because I'm naming the lawnmower.
The grass hole.
I feel like it should be the grass eater, though.
It's a millennial. Wait till you see what
grass eater.
avocados.
Yeah.
Can we get a bumper sticker for it that just says "I eat grass"? And put it on there.
Yes.
I mean, I think that should be a goal of you guys is now at this point. You all get back to the study. Grifter is still there. Still looks very wet. That's the first thing that you two notice when you get in. And he's still sitting there. There's a few pieces of bacon left on the plate, but not much.
Can I roll to go all Smeagol about my bacon?
That's between you and the rest of the players, my friend.
Can I roll to stab his hand with a fork?
Ooh.
I'm kidding.
Where'd you get the fork, huh? You're not sitting down at the table yet.
There's golden silverware all over the table anyways.
Goldenware.
Goldenware. Golden flatware. Meh.
That's how you would say it.
Nice.
Buddy Boy has learned something today.
Well, while we're on the learning train, someone who works in smithing silver is called a whitesmith, not a blacksmith.
Why's it gotta be a color thing?
I don't know. Ask like medieval Europe.
Oh yeah, because that wasn't racist at all.
Actually, I think it might be the color of the dust.
Don't you bring logic into this? Well, this is not a logical podcast.
Why do you have me here?
Look, that was our educational moment for the evening.
Oh, it was exact. Yeah. 9:19, our educational moment of the night. Congratulations, everybody. The biggest problem that I have with the way that we have to record this podcast is that you can't hear these two laughing their heads off every 5 minutes, because it looks like I'm the only one laughing at the joke if you're listening to this on the podcast. But just for the record, there are more people laughing. I just want to put that out there.
I'm just putting out there, if you're listening on the podcast, check it out on YouTube too, and then you get to see the wonderful faces everyone makes.
Yeah.
Or you could just laugh along with Mallo and not be a jerk about things, because we are making really quality jokes,
Yeah.
you know?
Just, we're doing it for you. For you. I should.
That's the sound of a haunted house laughing.
Don't make fun of my laugh. Gee,
Dang, you just called my boyfriend a haunted house.
I don't know how to actually.
Dude.
Hold on. Hold
I'm gonna
on.
make music and be DJ Haunted House.
I was going to be like, wait a minute, Emo's not dead.
We could get a house to wherever you're headed.
Yeah. If fucking Marshmallow can do it, why not, right?
You could put two little windows here, and
Yeah.
then whenever you talk, you could make the door motorized. So
Yeah.
it slams
Just make the door
open.
open up. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, yeah. Welcome to the podcast, everybody.
So you remember last session when you were talking about how you want to time all these interludes?
Yeah, I'm still working on that. Don't worry.
We've eaten bacon.
I'm pretty sure the tracks are somewhere about 100 yards that way.
Yeah, exactly.
We get 6 minutes of story a week.
Yeah, basically. All right. Catassie and Eve. As you two walk in, Joe is basically schmingling the bacon. There is Zydarin, who is standing up and looking mildly perturbed, but not like super mad or anything like that. And then there's also a much smaller fellow in khakis and a button-down shirt sitting there holding a glow as you all walk in.
I'm going to walk up next to Grifter. And I'm going to stare like puzzled out the window and say, is that a Rov?
I know your game.
She's trying to debate him.
I just sit on the plate of bacon.
So you sit on the table? It's at this point that Zydarin kind of looks at you, buddy boy, and is like, he's kind of like, he's got this like puzzled look on his face that like, okay, this is new. A bit new.
Are you sure you want to ask a favor of us? I mean,
I look at him and I say, we're bold, Zaddy.
And some of us were not taught manners.
Did you call him Zaddy to his face?
He blushes slightly.
Why not?
I rolled for blush. He blushes slightly.
So cute.
Cassie's hitting on your man.
Which one?
Sandy, you were all googly eyes over him last night.
This is a frequent question in my life.
but there's an equally buff man who knows how to cook in the other room. So,
This is true.
just saying.
You hear that, gentlemen? Learn how to cook.
And then get buff,
For
of
real.
course. Yeah.
Or you could just learn how to cook, to be honest.
Working on the second part.
Worked for me. I got no other skills.
You only need to flex
Shame
on
on
me
you.
in the kitchen.
Yep. To your question, buddy, though, Zydarin looks at you and goes, yes, I do still.
Look, we may look like idiots a lot of the time, but we get results. You got your plant. That was this
So,
brew.
yes, the thing that has started this whole thing is my plant. Yes, you did do that for me. I am starting to worry about the methods that you did, but the results were good enough. How's that?
As long as it's not traceable to you, that's a good thing.
It was definitely not traceable to me. And he points over to the other man in the room. He's like, I believe you need to, as they said, give them the Wi-Fi password so their phones can work. And this small man comes over and without even like looking up, like he's looking down at his glow the whole time. And then he just kind of goes, give me. All right, give me. Yep. And if you hand him your glow, he kind of like makes them together like this. You see a bar go across both of them, and he hands it back to you without even like looking up, and walks over to Eve, hands out his hand, takes the glow, does the same thing, and hands it back to you.
Are
And then
those
he's-
actuator motors I hear when you walk?
he turns around and just kind of like looks at you and is like, yeah.
They hum beautifully. Sounds like nice work.
Thank you. We have a shop on site.
That would be cool to see.
Now your glows are just full of a bunch of Geek Squad malware.
Oh, as long as it's not porn.
It's definitely not porn, or at least not that he put on there. If you got some, that's fine. That's whatever you guys want to do with your glows. But he was kind of like he just kind of like looks at you and he walks back past Zydarian and he goes, if you need anything else, boss, just give me the hit, and he goes and he closes the door behind him. And Zydarian looks at you as all of your phones just start lighting up like the 4th of fucking July with text messages and everything that's been going on. Amongst all the standard rabble with a butt crack, I think. Did you send that to the group or just to Titus?
We'll say the group.
Okay, so you got a butt crack, you got bacon emojis, you got Titus basically being like, cool, let me know if you need anything, right? Like all of those. Eve, mixed into that is a text message from Philippe as well. And it's basically like, hey girl, you okay? Ain't heard from you.
I'm just gonna send him back a thumb emoji, a winky face emoji, and a we'll chat soon. Period. He'll know what that means.
Okay. You get back basically a salute emoji.
I'll send him back the kissy face with a heart emoji.
He sends back just a smiley face, as you guys are wont to do in your correspondence. Pete is giving me a look.
Excuse?
There is judgment going on in this podcast now. Yeah, so that is a bit of text messages and things you get. Zydarian basically brings you guys together and gestures to actual chairs, if you are so inclined to take chairs. And he goes, he sits back down calmly in his chair. And he looks around at the table and he goes, I apologize for the quickness at which we had to whisk you away last night, but I feared for anybody that was there and that was near my daughter could have been in danger. And I felt like the best possible thing that we could have done would be to have brought you here. And so, but I must ask for a favor in return of getting to stay here at my house and to take advantage of all of the wares that I can make available to you. I need a favor from you. Your leader here asked if it was a business or a personal transaction, and I must apologize that it is a little bit of both. You see, you, unbeknownst to you all, you got yourselves tied up in one hell of a predicament. Both in being near my daughter, but in also returning my plant to me. You see, that plant has been, and many of the plants, including Dr. Beecher, who apparently you know very well, has been highly sought after, we shall say. Many people within the city, including corporations, have been trying to get their hands on the plant and what it can do, because it's rather remarkable. It's highly profitable for this family. And if we do this correctly, I can retire and get out of the game. Now, you may think me... And he, as you say, game, he says, yes, I shall explain. You see, obviously, I am not from America. I came to America, the land of hope and prosperity. I came here as a young man, but as you can imagine, as some of you may have even seen, hope and prosperity are taken. Not given, not earned. The corporations, they have their rules, and they have their games, and they have their bullshit that they do. And Dr. Beecher and I, we changed the games. We changed the rules. We play completely different games than them. Dr. Beecher is not American either. He passes for American, but he's not. We immigrants, we do it together. And now, I will admit that I have done some things that most people would say are unsavory. I do what needs to get done to protect my family, to protect what I have built, to protect the world that I am trying to live. And I want to keep Sarah Jane very far away from that world. Until last night, she had no clue half of the things that could have been happening to her. And I want to keep it that way. But to do that, we have to be a little more proactive about what comes next. Somebody attacked her dorm room. I want to know who it was. I want to see them. I want to meet them. I want to know who put them up to it. And then I will take them out. Because last night they came for my daughter. And that is something you do not do to me. And his tone, Bunny Boy, as you've noticed, go from sort of nervous and cordial to you, has gotten very serious as the more he's talked about this. And he goes, I don't care who it was. I don't care why. I have suspicion. But if I have to, I will burn it all down. And I will need your help to do it.
Completely sold on that speech, Bunny Boy. I'm just like, yeah, and reach across the table to high five him.
Zydarian gives you a fist as the high five. Yep. He goes, I'm very thankful that you understand the gravity of this job, this situation that we are in. You coming to this compound has made you a little more vulnerable, at least. Suspect that people are looking for you. Suspect that people may even know who you are. But that's okay. Because while you are here, you have the run of the mansion and the compound. And he looks over at Grifter. He goes, you are a ROV pilot, yes?
Yeah.
I have a workshop. I do not have any more ROVs, but I have a workshop. It can be available to you. He looks at you, Bunny Boy. He says, I have many cars. Many cars. I have armored cars. I have fast cars. I have many things. If it will help you, they can be at your disposal. He looks over at Catassie, and he squints at Catassie for a minute and starts to kind of like look you up and down. And he goes, your game. Your game is...
Computers. I'm a hacker.
The man that you met here runs my network. Assume that it is at your disposal. And then he looks over at Eve, and he goes, your game.
Muscle and herbology.
I know, I really want to be like really cool about it and be like jack of all trades, but really like I smack things with a bat. Stab people. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna. I don't know what to tell him what my game is. Mallo, what's my game?
Super Mario Brothers?
Hammer time.
He looks at you. He goes, "You."
Can I just stand there and blush?
Yeah, exactly. Daddy Z looked at her and she was lost for words. This is turning into a romance podcast.
Your game is Be My Girlfriend.
You are Sarah Jane's stepmom now. No.
Sup, Ma?
I can be Mrs. Zaddy. I'm down.
Did you get the cheese sticks at the store this time?
The good cheese.
He looks at you and he goes, "I have arsenal. It is limited, but I have arsenal for you."
I can make it better.
That is the type of sentence I love to hear. My agents within the city are fewer and farther between these days. We are being hunted. By whom I do not know yet. Well, you already took care of some of the people that were hunting at least the plant. The third, and he does this to these fuckers. They've got that eye, that right third eye, yes.
Fantastic.
Yes, they are eccentric, no? I don't know.
We've killed several of them so far. They kind of deserve it.
I agree. I know that we have problem with them, but they are a small potato compared to whoever pulled off the bullshit last night. So I'd like you to find out who it is and bring them to me. Because I'd like to have a conversation with them. And at that, he kind of cracks his knuckles a little bit and kind of sits back for a second.
Do they need to be in one piece?
I need information.
So they can be tortured.
He kind of cocks his head towards you and he's like, guilty as charged. I told you, I have my ways. And we are talking about life and death here. I would like to live. I imagine you would too.
Well, I don't need their knees to talk, so...
Now you see. I like this guy. He points over at Grifter. I like this guy a lot. Bring them to me in one piece. So we can figure out what is behind all of this. Until then, you have the reign of the house. You know, you've met several of the staff. You've got the place. You may still probably go to school. Sarah Jane will still go to school. Please keep an eye on her. Please keep an eye on each other. There were 5 of you, weren't there? And he just kind of pops up. He's like, there were 5 of you at one point, wasn't there? He counts. She told me there were 5 of you.
Yeah, there's a 5th one. And he's real old. He's probably getting his Geritol refilled.
Easy there, buddy. I like you, but I old too. Old does not mean ineffective.
How
You're
old?
good old. He's just old and crotchety.
That is unfortunate. I am still strong.
Dang right you are.
I mean, he is buff. Like, very obviously buff, right? Like, you can't hide it, right? Like, so.
Neuro buff.
Listen,
Bigger,
I'm already
but yeah.
simping for Zaddy as it is. Almost harder than everybody is simping for the giant vampire mommy online. So come on.
Nice.
New cosplay idea, though.
Yep.
Our couple.
Yup.
Ooh.
I mean, he's easily like almost 7 feet tall. And like, for those who don't know, but like we have a mutual friend named Neuro, very buff Asian man.
Nacho.
Yeah, just woo. Yeah, very
Literally
much.
Superman.
Kinda. Bit bigger though. You know, big Ruski kind.
The Mountain. In a suit.
Yeah, basically. But just remember, bullets hurt. So he looks at you and goes, you will need everything you can get. So, crotchety old man as he is, could be useful. Bring him along too.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull out my glow, and I'm gonna send a text to Titus via the group, and it's just gonna like the first word. Its first text is just gonna be "shut up," and the next one is "we got a job."
Shut up. What? So does he reply or not?
Group chat?
confused. Texted him to the group chat.
No, Titus does not reply. Titus is like, I don't even know what to
Because
make
you
of
were
that.
shutting up, you're following directions.
No, Titus is currently sitting in Long Beach, that place that he likes, on the boardwalk, having a beer.
Oh, just hanging out while we're doing all the work.
Eating bacon.
Yep, that's true. He's calling you out.
Hey,
The only one who's done any work recently is Bunny Boy.
the amino acids in the bacon improve cognitive function while we're negotiating what we're doing.
I would like you to roll for doubt.
Texting all of that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you press X for doubt?
With the hand signals?
Like, is he actually texting that, or?
Who's the crotchety old man now?
Look, I never said I wasn't lazy.
Jesus. All right, Titus, you get all of that in a text message, essentially. So there you go.
I literally sent back, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about right now.
A job. Which is in all caps. No period.
He's trying to explain what a job is. Like,
The lid, Patrick, the lid. The lid.
right, yeah,
The lid.
exactly. Who? The band on stage. Who? The band on stage.
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument.
Okay.
I text back into the group chat, can someone else please translate what nonsense Grifter is saying right now?
A, enter, job, enter.
Ah, my girlfriend's dad needs some help, period. That's it.
And I text back, sounds like a personal problem.
I'm gonna text, hey, we have bacon! I know it's been a long time. Nobody has mentioned the bacon. I'm literally going to text it
I was
right
assuming
now.
based on the description that there is no bacon left.
I am just over here enjoying the overwhelming efficiency this group has. It's like German precision over here.
I'm gonna text him back and say, I got a mansion.
I'm just gonna text. He banged a rich girl. Her dad wants us to do something because they tried to kill her. You know, our dorm.
Call me a himbo?
Our dorm exploding
I
was directed at her, and he's mad about it.
text them back, all right, send me an address.
I'm
But
gonna
for the record, I
verify.
just want to
I can be a good guest and verify that it's okay if we invite him over before he just crashes the party.
Zydarian
He
looks
just
at.
told you to.
Yeah, Zydarian looks at you. Is this the fifth? Is this the old man?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you may invite him over.
Okay, and I'm gonna send him a Google pin where we are.
I love that his reputation of being an old man precedes him. That's great.
They're gonna be so
I just wanna
confused
know
when
what
he shows up and he's like a
Zydarian's gonna say when he
28-year-old.
goes, I thought that, yeah, exactly. I thought you were old. Be like, I don't know, dude. But I'll get to that. Okay, so I'm gonna change clothes again. I'm gonna text Juliet and go. Actually, first I'm gonna send the address to my contact over in the Angel City PD and go, who's this house registered to?
How great is it gonna be if we get Titus shot by the guards because they're expecting an old guy to show up?
I may or may not be writing that down in the notes right now. He gets back to you and he's like, that's an unincorporated land. If you know what I mean.
Joy.
Yep.
Hey, I should know.
It's relatively quiet comparatively.
Okay. It's not technically under your jurisdiction.
No. We'd be stupid to go there without heavy artillery. Let's put it that way.
Okay. All right, and then I'll just, as I'm getting ready to get into the truck, I will text Noelle and go, let me know if those bugs pick up anything. Apparently, the other ones aren't dead, and I'm gonna go find out what silly trouble they got themselves in this time.
He responds
Apparently
back to you and he's
Bunny
like,
Boy banged a rich
Joy! They're not dead.
Oh, ye of little faith, what trouble they got themselves in this time?
Stop minimizing my achievements.
It's not every day you get to bang a hot chick that's also rich.
So I will drive to the address.
Okay. On your way to the address, it's getting to be a little bit later in the morning.
Change clothes, by the way. I'm not ground underwear anymore.
Okay, you full John Leguizamo?
Oh, streetwear this time.
Okay.
Kind of like what my character looks like in the intro.
Okay. You have more costume changes than Reba McEntire concert, by the way.
You know what? He's just doing a thing.
Okay. You and Dolly Parton working 9 to 5, baby.
Yep.
So, you're driving along and you're seeing a bunch of fire trucks out around the construction site that you were in just yesterday.
Okay. I'm blasting Country Road because obviously we're way the fuck out there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Fire trucks.
Yep.
Okay.
If you just continue driving past them, it's just a usual kind of thing for you. Or do you want to stop and take a look?
I'll take a look.
There's smoke pouring out of the 17th floor, roughly, where you were stuck earlier. And there's fire crews that are going up on, giant ladders and hooks trying to send drones up with the water hoses and things like that to put it out.
I pull up my glow, I take a picture, and send it to Noelle. I go, well, somebody did a thing.
Noelle writes back and goes, that explains the sudden data loss. Not complete, though. We still got some things.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
I left the spiders somewhere.
Well, he writes back and he gives you a picture from what looks like from one of the spiders, looking down through a grate. And there is just rubble on that floor and flames currently kind of there. He's like, I took that a few minutes ago and then I moved the fuck out the way.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me know what else changes. And then I continue driving out to the Google pin. A country road, take me home.
DMCA.
Place I belong.
They, as you pull up, as you go up the hills into the switchbacks, and you get closer and closer to the Google pin, you pull up to a gated modern compound is the best way to describe the sprawling giant mansion plus other houses that are there. And as you pull up, two men in suits walk up to you and go, can I help you?
Very good question. No idea.
Move along then.
I was supposed to come here. Do you know Bunny Boy?
I don't know the fucker.
I describe Bunny Boy. I go, he's possibly banging the daughter of whoever owns this place.
Rip.
Trying to get Buddy Boy shit.
As you describe him,
You guys don't know.
yeah, exactly. As you describe him, one of the guys kind of does one of these things, and he comes back over to you, and he goes, "Follow me."
All right.
And he waves you
Like on
in.
foot or can I drive?
He's like,
Okay.
"Park here. You follow me."
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
He walks you.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
He walks you in, and he takes you in through one of the side entrances to the house. And it's very clear he's got an MP5 style, SMG on him. And he is basically keeping an eye on you at every turn. And then he gets you into a room, and he opens a door, and it opens up into a very large library / study and an office sort of piece. And sitting on the table is Catassie, and sitting in a chair is next to Catassie is Grifter, and sitting in chairs opposite of them is Eve and Bunny Boy. And then sitting at the front of the table, or the head of the table, is a gigantic man in an all-white suit who stands as you walk into the room.
What's up, old man?
I had written his name down in my notes because I had asked about him when we saw the one giant, him in giant form. And so I've got to generate it, and I go, I look at Bunny, and I look at him, and I go, really? Really? That's her dad?
Any port in the store, man.
I would hope so. Otherwise, this is a very elaborate ruse.
He looks at you, Titus, and he goes, "I thought you said he was old."
Just wait for him to actually say something, and you'll get it.
I start laughing.
He walk in, he say something.
No, like more than just hello. Just like this dude's crotchety beyond his time.
I am suddenly rethinking this entire strategy. I have faith in Sarah Jane, though. That is who I have faith in. Please,
Remember,
and he looks directly at Bunny Boy when he says this. He says, "For the love of God, don't let me down."
he won't.
What? Why is it? Why?
I mean, I can go. Should I go?
No, you are now here. You, Bunny, need to explain to him what is going on. I need to go tend to a few other things. You are welcome to stay in here for a little bit. I will return in a little while. You know, we've talked. You know what to do. I need to leave. And he goes off down the hallway and closes the door behind him. It's a very impressive room, Titus.
Nice to see you.
I'm very impressed. I also know who this is, so I'm like, Titus is still laughing.
And yes, we're still alive. Thank you very much. Not one call
you
or
almost get
text
yourself-
from you.
Check your phone. I tried to call.
Likely
The
story.
whiny little.
Someone tried to kill my girlfriend, and now he wants us to find that person. It's pretty cut
Well,
and
it's
dry.
unsurprising that they tried that, given who he is.
A nice man in a nice suit.
Wait a minute.
Did I roll?
If you want
Did
to.
we run into him when you guys picked me up?
No, we ran into him somewhere else, and I started doing some investigation because he picked up Sarah Jane after the night at the bar.
Gotcha.
It seems like
So I
pretty
wanted to
stand-up
know
dude
who
me.
he was because it looked pretty suspicious. What do you
like a
know?
daddy.
I wasn't wrong.
Is that an underworld roll, Mallo?
That is correct, yes.
I got 23.
Yeah, you're
So I
basically
just suddenly like,
you're 20. Yeah, your light bulb just went on because the cop of the group was just like, "Oh, I know who he is," and you're like, "Oh."
Wait, can I see the lights come on in Bunny's eyes?
I mean, Bunny's eyes are always
Yeah.
kind of twinkling, so
I mean, that wasn't just me doing that earlier. That like the that was Bunny Boy. That's yeah.
Okay. So, what favor are you doing for the guy who runs one of the largest syndicates in Angel City?
Just finding somebody. Right?
He doesn't have enough goons to do that himself?
Doesn't matter if we're getting paid.
Are we getting paid?
I assume so.
Bunny Boy gestures to everything around him.
Free rent, brother.
I look. I don't.
And also,
Is
I mean,
he
on the other
giving you
hand,
the mansion.
on the other
Free
hand,
reign.
having this guy on our good side might be a good thing.
Titus, stop being a wet blanket. Somebody tried to blow up my girlfriend, and I just need money to pay some people. Can you please this time?
He's not
just
paying
please,
you.
please. Can you please?
What do you need me for?
He wanted 5 people. You're 5 people.
We need our old man. The group's not the group without you.
Shepherd,
Titus,
buddy.
I'm gonna put my hand on the table and like lean towards Titus, and just lean in and be like, "You can't make a flying V with only 4 people. You gotta have
You
5.
generally don't do it with a wet blanket either.
Listen, I need you for the triple deke." I have really inspirational music in my headphones right now. Like a pan flute and everything. Do whatever you gotta do. Just let me find the person who tried to blow up my girlfriend.
I feel like you have some more of this story that I'm not getting.
He had sex.
No, I didn't. But can we just... Fine. Do whatever you want to.
Oh no, Titus is super confused because he feels like there's something else going on here. He's like, is there some other reason it has to do with us? How did, besides, of course, Bunny, how the hell did he zoom in on the 5 of us?
Because we helped her out at the bar and she thinks we're awesome people and talked good about us, and he knew that we did
Oh,
the
yeah.
plant thing for him.
Oh, the plant thing.
The plant
yeah.
for who? He's the guy with the plant.
Yes.
Well, now he is again because of us.
Oh, do I know something you don't know?
See, that's the whole point, Grifter, is I'm trying to get you to tell me what the hell is going on.
Okay.
Just says, job.
Oh god.
People like him on our side because we do a bunch of illegal shit, and he does a bunch of illegal shit and has gotten rich doing it. So therefore, he knows what he's doing. I don't know if you noticed, but we're all kind of idiots.
Well.
Except for Bunny Boy.
I look over at Eve and Catassie and go, damn. Just let him classify like that.
I'm a
okay.
book scholar. I read books I find on the road, okay?
We had to hack ourselves into college.
It was just for efficiency. We all could have made it.
I'm just okay. So the deal is, Sarah Jean's been talking to him about me and you guys, and about how great of a time she had, and how we protected her, and made her feel safe, and now they're he thinks that
I'm in now. I want to know more about. Nope, I'm in.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Wait. What made you? Fine. Okay. You don't. Okay. Yeah. Plant explosions. Yeah. Welcome back, buddy.
And now everybody's caught up on season 1, basically. This is what we just did. Bunny Boy subbed up season 1 in 5 seconds. Congratulations, everybody.
Also, I don't know if you remember, someone tried to blow us up. I'm kind of mad about that, and we need this guy to help us. And he thinks they're the.
But they tried to blow up Sarah Jane, and you
But
guys
we
just
were
happened
there.
to be in the way.
I don't want any collateral damage either.
I'm sorry,
Run,
but I
Wall.
don't make the distinction between someone trying to blow someone else up with me in the vicinity and.
Look, I'm sorry. If we were worried about all the collateral damage, we'd have a lot of people after us right now.
You weren't there, man.
I think you should just sit down and talk with them if you have more questions.
Yeah.
I'm only
don't-
tier 2 support. I don't know. Don't come to me.
now.
There's account managers for this.
So somebody tried to blow up your girlfriend. We're trying to figure out who blew up your girlfriend.
That's a really great way to say it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Gotcha.
Are you on board now?
Oh,
All right.
And that is where we will pick it
I-
up next episode. Now that we finally convinced Titus to play the game with us.
Told you he was an old man. He's like, I don't know about changing my cell phone bill. I've been with him for 20 years.
MCI.
You got that 10, 10, 220 plan.
Titus is the
That's
wet
a
blanket,
throwback.
but yet the one thing that Titus always gives Grifter is a dollar amount, and Grifter can't even return the favor.
Ooh. Oh, I see
mean-
what's up.
I always tell Grifter how much money he's getting.
I just assume you're still cashing your social security check, so it's not a big deal for you.
He only kills Grifter anyways. Only Grifter. Did you ever notice that?
No, I pay you to.
Yeah, but you don't tell us how much you're gonna pay us until I started asking you directly.
Well, you get your ROV, and then you can talk about it.
I'll just take your
Specialist
part. How
equipment.
about that?
And
I just-
look.
Hello?
All of that
Everyone
just went
come.
undone because of Discord.
That-
Discord
Thanks,
shit the
Discord.
bed immediately. It was just like, nope, Joe doesn't get a rebuttal.
I said any Yoko could
That
hold
was
a gun.
It was like when they glitched out on WandaVision. It was like, nope.
Yeah, and it was like the fast forward instead of the rewind. Oh, thanks Discord. We love you.
Yeah. I just want to say to everyone, thank you for hanging out with us while we just try to get everyone in the same fucking room. Even Bacon, and it was still difficult.
Hey, I blame the GM. He's the one who split the party.
It's like herding cats.
No. Listen here, Ocean's 11 dance.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. I love every bit of this right now. I hope those that are at home and that are watching along and in chat with us tonight, thank you so much for what turned into a much more heavy RP and backstory episode than I thought it was going to be. But that's okay, because we're deepening the characters and we're learning a lot about each other. And that, like friendship, is the story and the magic that we have along the way.
And interpersonal conflict makes the story interesting.
Oh, yeah. Y'all got a ton of that now, and it's fantastic because this whole, I'm good with it.
The friendship was inside you all along.
Indeed. Don't forget, for those in the chat, this Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, we're going to have a brand new game. Big, long one-shot. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come join us. Hades welcomes you all into the game. I'm just saying.
The other Zaddy.
The other Zaddy, yep.
It will be a 2-hour stream or a really long stream. It really depends on how fast
we're either gonna die real quickly. It's like one of those kind of sessions. It's either gonna die real quickly or it's gonna go real long for a minute. So strap in because it could be fun. Again, if you're following along on YouTube or the podcast, hit us up with a like, a comment, subscribe, smash it, do all the things, give us reviews, help us reach other fringers that are out there. Your support means the world to us, so we thank you. Drink your water, take your vitamins, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, stay weird, and we will see you again here next week. Good night, everybody.